Hello, Nicolas Goupil. Very warm welcome here at the multi-channel launch of the 7th print day of Werk 2. Hello, you're from Informatica. Could you describe us a little bit what you are doing at Informatica and what position Informatica has in the market for
Yes.
product information systems?
I would love to do that. So at Informatica, I'm product marketing manager, and I'm based here in Germany. But Informatica is a very global company. Really, the thing is, we live in a digital world where, it's really moving so fast that, companies are either thriving or trying to achieve good customer experiences, good, product data. And data is very important because we're data specialists and we really love data, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what we're trying to do at Informatica and what we are actually doing is really helping our customer use that data in the best possible way to serve their customers in the best possible way. And really what we focus on is really having and making clear that the way to do that is for companies to have a customer-centric approach. And that's exactly what our products and what our efforts are making possible.
Well, what turned out in the different sessions we had at the print day, that it's not that easy to get this data, to develop out of this data a customer experience.
Mm-hmm.
Is that realistic to get this data finally?
That's a very good question. You see, data is out there, right? There is so much data, and we believe that the future personalized customer experiences are data driven. And the thing is yes, there are ways, it is possible to leverage that data
Mm-hmm.
and to turn it into actionable events, into actionable steps into moving forward. And you talked about what was discussed at this print day. We talked about omnichannel, we talked about IoT, we talked about all these technologies, and these technologies exist now, and there are solutions, and we have solutions that do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have the solutions that can help you manage your data, and that can help you clean that data, and that can help you pick the right data for you that will allow you to not only grow, but do so through providing great customer experience and ultimately giving what people want, when they want, at the right time.
What would you say, what are the most important data for a customer to realize a perfect customer experience?
Again, very good question. There are no perfect customer experience because if you think about it, today less and less you don't have that many bad customer experience, and a great customer experience a few years ago is probably average today if nothing has changed. So you have this distribution of a lot of really average, or what is the norm of customer experience. And what I think needs to happen is really the idea that it's about going that extra mile and having those amazing customer stories, but all the time.
Okay.
Right, so to being able to do that, and data is what makes that possible, and using data, of course, in the right way.
And that's the competition, the last mile or whatever.
Well, yeah, and if we look at what analysts are saying, what's happening in the market, right? Everybody can have a good customer experience. Everybody can say, you know what, I like this, and I want to use a word that somebody here at the event used, but it's kind of osmosis. It's happening, we don't realize that it's happening, but we're just getting used to this experience. And for companies to provide this extra, and I don't even want to call it extra, because the thing is, and this is what I'm going to be talking today, later in the presentation I'll be giving, is really how can you use that data to provide not only great customer experience, but have people have you as an individual customer, which has special, you have different needs than I do, for example, to have an experience and to go out there and want to share that experience with other people.
So it's also about personalization?
Of course, because we're all different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even you, me, the same experience will basically live through it differently. But even us as individuals, as we go through life, we change as well. So for example, when I was a student, my needs were different than they are today, right? Let's say you have a family, but you go to let's say a hotel, for example. Well, when I was in my 20s, I didn't have the same needs. I didn't want the same things, right? So it's very important for companies to know that and to really reconcile that data so that they know not only who you are, but who you are today, and be able to really give that experience that fits what your needs are this very moment.
So that means we have to deliver the right information in the right context.
Exactly. How can you actually provide value to, say, you as a customer, me as a customer, exactly when I need it? Because ultimately, that's the thing, right? You have a lot, we talk about omni-channel, and we have companies having a lot of tools that captures data. You have marketing, you have e-commerce, you might even have a call center, and they all capture information. But there's no unique view. There's very rarely a unique view of that information. So for me, it doesn't matter where I'm actually going to engage with the company as a customer. What I want is that no matter where I engage, the people that are at the other end see all that information, and the correct information as well.
Could you give us a best practice example of how Informatica could help a customer to improve their customer experience?
Definitely. I mean, we believe in what we call total customer relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea with this is, traditionally, companies are more channel centric, meaning that they look at that from a perspective of a channel, and again, they capture information left and right, but again, there's no single view. And what we do, and what we really are good at doing, is reconciling that information, really having this total customer relationship view. And what I mean is really putting the customer right there at the middle. You could almost call it being obsessed with that, but actually in this case, it's a very good thing. And the reason is because when you have this one view of the customer, no matter where you're providing the service, no matter where the customer engage with you, whether it's on the internet, whether it's showing up, at a hotel in Singapore, or going to the same chain in Dallas, not only will it be served the same way, but the person that's going to serve the customer, provide the experience, will have access to that exact information, whether it has been updated or not. And it's really about providing, because that perfect customer journey, right? Because what you're trying, and we were talking about this competitive advantage on customer experiences. It doesn't matter if you don't have the best product. It's not about having the best product. It's really about having the best data and how you use it to provide
the best service.
Exactly. Because if you get people on that emotional level and they want to go out and talk about the experience that they had with you, I think then that's successful. That's what you want.
So it's more emotion than technical features.
Well, it's a little bit of both. We talked a lot about the technology, and you asked me about the feasibility. We believe that today it's not just so much just about the technology or this, digital excellence, or it's also about the operational side of things. Companies have to understand that change is here, disruption in here, and they have to embrace it. Meaning that, sure, you might have, channels or services that you've been using a certain way, and this new technology is coming in, but it's to everybody's advantage to just see this change as a good thing, and not only get the right tools, but be, let's say, more resilient, and see that maybe we have to do things a bit differently. We have actually to do things differently, but again, it's all part of the learning. So you have to push with technology, and you have to push with the operational side, getting people on board, and when that happens in the right way, great things happen.
Okay, I guess it will be very interesting to follow Informatica in the next years. So many thanks for your visit, and I wish you a nice print day.
Hi, thank you very much, and again, I wish you too a very good day. Thank you.
Thank you.